so rural that we ain't even got no address, y'all. We gotta get dropped off to the closest address. We out there in Mexico, we doing this, man. This should be a fun little excursion. You guys, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know, my name is Rondel.
My name is April.
And you will not believe where we are today.
You guys, we are going to spend 24 hours on a Mexican farm.
This city boy is about to go hang out on the farm for a day in Mexico, but not just any old farm in Mexico. We are in rural Mexico, okay?
Yeah, probably in a town you've never heard of.
Right, and I really don't know what to expect.
I don't either. You know, this place is about an hour away from Guadalajara,
right, in
a little town called Tala.
So I got my mosquito repellent, I got my good attitude, and we about to go do this for you. Guys, I told you we were on a farm. Well, look, we have the owners here, Sebastian and Sarah. Where the heck are we?
Hey buddies, welcome to Anima Casa Rural. We are in the municipal of Tala, Jalisco, outside of Guadalajara, 45 minutes. And we are in a permaculture farm where we are trying to develop all these techniques on permaculture.
What is permaculture? What is that? What do you what does that entail?
Permaculture, the one way to remember it is permanent agriculture. Ooh, but it's evolved.
That was deep. That was a moment.
So I guess that relates to this idea of sustainability, because you want to create an agricultural system that could continue indefinitely, like permanently.
The philosophy is interested in first observing the systems that already exist in nature. And then trying to mimic them in a way that is beneficial for the earth, for the animals, for the people, for everyone.
I love it. So it's almost like learning an ecosystem and then trying to mimic that ecosystem.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, sweet. Well, what do you have out here? What can we see? What can we experience?
Okay. Well, we are like we say, a farm, permaculture farm, but also we are a bed and breakfast. But also dinner and lunch and snacks.
Full service, baby. Okay, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the idea is show you guys what we are doing here in these techniques Sarah shared with you.
Okay.
And we're beginning with the food forest, which we have on the right.
So it's not a garden.
It's not a garden. It's a food forest, and you're going to see why it's a food forest.
Okay. All right.
And in this side here we have different kind of plants. Okay, well, and like I said, this is a food forest because we have different varieties of veggies, but also fruits. For example, this is an avocado tree. It's a baby. It's not so big. This is asparagus, but right now it's growing up for having more asparagus in the future, right? Okay. We have a tamarindo in that side. We have this other side, for example, a mango. That other is a macadamia, right, baby?
Yep, macadamia.
You have a macadamia tree? You got nuts over here?
This is a macadamia tree. 2 years is gonna give us the nuts. Yeah, it is the name, nuts. Yeah, sorry.
This is sage. This is wild sage. Woo, it's great, pungent.
Yeah,
really pungent.
And then you can make like a little munch.
Yep.
With wrap it.
Yep.
And then you can put in your
sage to burn it, to cleanse the room.
Yeah.
It also works if you can't get to a dentist and you have a toothache. You roll this up, stick it on that tooth, and just suck on it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee plant. Yeah, and this is the coffee plants. This is the beans. In some moment, it's gonna be mature and ready for have our own coffee. This is gonna be the second harvest. Second harvest. And yeah, there's the bug. I tell you, look.
Oh.
It's a cute ladybug.
Yeah.
So this will be your second harvest?
Yeah.
Hey, how'd the first harvest taste?
The first been 4 or 5 kilos, and it's great. Yeah, it's a good coffee. Yeah.
So did you roast the beans here as well?
Yeah, my mom. So how to say artisanal.
Walking through this forest, we really started to get the picture.
They were planting plants with the intention of allowing them to grow wild, to flourish, to feed from and take away from nature.
Smell the smell of cinnamon. We have potatoes here.
This is a great example of how this does not look like traditional agriculture.
Seriously.
We have not only potatoes here. What
Well,
else do we
it's
have
kale.
here?
It's kale, but the potato, for example, is that one. That one is potato. Yeah, that's potato. And yeah, it's the way we try to do all stuff, like recycle stuff. Even like this is my when I'm kid. This is my little
Wading pool.
swimming pool. Yeah, yeah, they have years.
It really felt like being a kid and discovering something you'd never seen before. We consume so many foods without knowing what they look like in their natural state.
Smell the guavas when it's really ready. It's great.
We have bananas.
So it seems like you guys have a relationship with your food.
Oh yeah,
pretty much.
absolutely.
Like you know this stuff from the ground up, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It's,
Wow.
With our animals, with our plants.
yeah, in other areas we're going to see, for example, we have the compost of the chickens,
Yep.
the rabbits, a few of the animals in these buckets where we put soil with all the weed. We don't want it, we don't need it. It's a biomass. Yeah, yeah.
And that's it's a circle of life.
The cycle,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the idea is that you plant trees and plants that are symbiotic with one another. So
that help
meaning
each
like they help
other.
each other.
Yeah.
So
One really cool thing about this farm, this place, is that they provide all the meals for you.
And it's a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, man, they provide the meals for you, and all the meals are locally.
Farm
Locally
to
gathered, yo.
table.
You know what I'm saying? We foraging this stuff, yo. It's good. Father, in Jesus' name, we just say thank you for the name after this food. We ask that you bless it. We thank you for it. Thank you, Lord. I'm gonna taste this flour. Slamming. Good.
So what's the weather like out here on the farm?
beautiful.
I mean, I can agree.
Do you guys have all 4 seasons?
No, we
Yeah.
have a dry season and a wet season.
And wet season, yeah, it's just 2 seasons.
So in dry season, I guess we're like an arid climate, and in wet season, we're semi-tropical.
Semi-tropical.
Whoa,
So you
extremes.
get a lot of variety in what you can grow here.
Yeah.
A lot of variety, but I would assume that there's a lot of planning that needs
Oh
to
my
take place
gosh,
as well.
yeah. So that's what a lot of the water collection systems are about, is being prepared for those months when there is no rain.
Because 5
Yeah.
months is not raining, it's
Plain,
dry,
oh,
it's super
yeah.
dry. 3 months is really so difficult to maintain life. And with that ponds, we try to maintain all the gardens on dry season, and then when the raining, the game is different, no? It's
Right.
to cut, but
Okay.
yes.
Very strategic.
Well, and you're seeing the food forest when it's really young. Like this food forest is about 7 years old. Like, and even just like 3 to 5 years.
So that's the seedling to the forest, pretty much.
Yeah. Some people call permaculture farmers like lazy gardeners because the initial investment
true.
of time and energy is a lot, but imagine like once that forest is really established, like there's very little maintenance that needs to happen.
We have been having the best day at Anima Casa Rural and just learning about what they're doing here, what's being grown, and one of the really cool things that they offer are a few activities. You can sign up for cooking classes. One is a sourdough bread making class, and the other is a yogurt making class. But we're doing the sourdough class today, and I'm really excited because I've always wanted to learn how to make bread. So that's what we're doing today with Julian, who you guys are going to meet. Julian, tell us more about what you do here.
Well, I guess that my function within Anima is to kind of like overlook things. I love plants. Like the big passion of mine is paying attention to the food forest, the vegetable garden. I attend the animals, the goats, the pigs, and the cows mostly, even though we have rabbits and chickens too. But right now I'm concentrating on what is meat production on that end, and as well like milking the cows and doing all these kind of activities. And on my pastime, I make art, so I try to be creative.
I know she's been talking about making bread for a long time, so this is really on time.
Well, let's hear it.
There it is.
Time.
Okay.
I like it.
Now that it's all kind of expanded, you're gonna start like folding it.
All right.
And then you do the same thing with your fingers. Just play your cat and you are
Waking it up.
You're gonna do a splash of oil in here. A little bit more, just the same. There we go. And then you're gonna dump it in there. Yeah? Okay. So then essentially what I do is this, and then I flip it. And we're gonna let it rest for a second.
Bring us up to speed, pretty girl. What's going on?
Well, we just finished kind of kneading the dough. It's resting right now. While it's resting, there's some creative things happening right now. I think we're gonna do some funky stuff to the bread by adding some seeds, some herbs, and just giving it some flavor. So
Hey, and it's already flavorful, you guys. We had some of this bread for lunch, and this guy right here knows what he's doing, okay? For real, that stuff was delicious. So, all right.
Got some sage for one of the bread. Two different medicinal plants over here, which is very. I mean, I come into the garden, and if I want a tea or something as well, I come.
Look at that. Just wild rosemary growing. Wow. Just the sage?
Yeah, maybe we could combine the two types of sage.
Okay.
It's a little tiny. What I'm thinking for people to find different things that can be as well decorative. So these two. I would be with bread, but it's really lemony too. It's called chedron. If you wanna just rub it, I'm gonna cut some. If you guys later on
You
want,
like it with tea?
yeah, if you want some tea, I'll make some tea for you guys.
Oh, please, man. I'm all about that tea life.
it's really something cool to be able to walk into your own yard and pick herbs from your garden to put in the homemade bread you're making.
Right.
I mean, we need a garden in our backyard.
Real talk.
We need a backyard.
But we gotta get a backyard first, y'all.
All of them, we're gonna decorate.
Oh, that smells so good.
Doesn't it?
Man. Perfect. delightfully surprised, you guys. The accommodations here were not what I expected. I don't know why I was expecting like some barn with hay and fleas and some other stuff, you know what I mean? I was willing to suffer for y'all, you know what I'm saying? I just want you to know I was willing to suffer for y'all to show y'all something different. But this is different and cool.
Yeah, it's a family-owned house that's been well constructed.
Yeah,
like walking around the inside, checking out the construction of the building. This space is beautiful. There's a lot of room around here. The house is well constructed. We're pleasantly surprised with the room that we're in. Like we tried not to hold on to too many expectations, okay?
Right.
But still, you're kind of curious about what you're gonna walk into, but
I thought it was beatnicked in the mug. I thought it was gonna be some barefoot, you know what I'm saying, kumbaya singing kind of ordeal. Now people's barefoot, you know what I'm saying? They might sing kumbaya, but it's nice, man. It's a big farm. The livestock are cool. The dogs are cool. It's maintained. It's not overgrown. And it's just really cool, man. We had a lunch. I had a fried flour for lunch.
yeah, we did. We
I'm
had
not
a
even
pumpkin
lying.
flour.
I had a pumpkin flour with ricotta cheese and some other seasonings in there, deep fried, and it was really delicious. That with some rice and some rojo sauce. Man!
And the cucumber salad.
And the cucumber salad. Bomb, all fresh, all from a garden.
I mean, just being out here and learning about what they do, learning about their ecological and sustainable practices, the
It's
regenerative things that they're doing here. It's just really cool how they're very strategic in how they use every resource that's out here.
I think it's really cool. And when I say cool, I don't mean like, oh, it's laid back AF. What I mean is I think it's a future. And I think that there's a future for places like this. This is just midway point, you guys. I want to check in with you.
Yeah, and we're getting ready to have dinner, so I'm excited for this next farm to table meal to see what we have, because I really enjoyed the lunch.
What's the coolest thing you've seen today?
These African hens that are living over there in the chicken coop, they're pretty beautiful. And we didn't know what they were to begin with, but to find out that they were chickens and they were from Africa, and they were pretty beautiful. So that was a surprise for me.
Will you go swimming in the all-natural pool?
Yes, I would go swimming in the pool.
Would you consider returning?
I would consider returning. It feels very comfortable, welcoming, and homey here.
Wait, this way looking that way.
Yeah.
We don't look back. Hey. Bienvenido.
Son originarios de Estados Unidos también, pero han estado en México por 2 años.
Oh.
Look, this was a beautiful experience. A little Pinot Grigio, chicken pot pie, homemade, fresh veggies, everything picked out the garden, and an arugula salad. Grand dinner. Looking forward to dessert. Just pop some bread in the oven. It's just a cool experience, guys. That is really cool. Onyx. Yeah.
He made a bracelet too.
She kneaded. She turned it. She flipped it. She rubbed it down, my people. And now she's cutting it.
It's because
Oh, it sounds good.
It's gonna crumble a little bit. This is hot.
Oh, look at that. Ooh. In case you're wondering, April went for the key lime pie. She loved it. I, always being the oddball out, opted for that fresh, warm bread and butter with some tea for my dessert, midnight snack, 3 a.m. snack, and my breakfast. Ever made it? Wow.
And she told me it will be.
Todavía no. No está. Todavía no.
It's the dish. Ah, the chef. Perfect. Hey, what's happening, YouTube? How y'all doing out there? This is Rondel of Nomadic Wonder. It's early in the morning, guys. Got a sinus headache that's kicking my ass. I did not bring any of my Claritin or anything out here to the farm with me. And I've been eating all the wrong stuff, all kinds of cheese and everything else. And yeah, man, I'm paying for it. Anyway, but I take this opportunity to get at you guys and tell you how I feel about this place in the wee hours of the morning, because can't nothing but truth be told. Oh shit. Truthfully, this bread we made is freaking good. All right, this place is not for everybody. It is clean, it is beautiful, it is full of life. If you a city boy, you know, shaker and a mover, a hustler who has to constantly be connected to the stream of information to feel like you're alive, this ain't the place for you. The mother, who I do have an old lady crush on, she is the shit. She imagined this place, sketched it out, and saw the vision through. That is what an artist is. A lot of people imagine things, picture a life. Very few have the oomph to get out here and make their vision and their dream come true. If that's you, first off, kudos to you, because it's not easy out here. The world does not support people who think for themselves and try to make their visions come into reality. This place is meant for artists. It is clean, it's beautiful. I mean, we walk through a food forest to forage our freaking meals, you know what I mean? I have some tea cooking on the stove right now, a bunch of herbs that we picked up earlier in the garden. And you know, of course, the coffee. It's out here, y'all. We had to ride down this long, winding country, bumpy road to get here. It is an effort to get here, and it is worth the effort to get here if you are an artisan, if you want to be in a peaceful space, if you want to be surrounded by nature without being ate up by nature, which is me. This place is about you being able to climb into yourself. It was a artist residency ordeal, which means that, because I didn't know the hell that meant either, that artists would come out here and stay, and they would take care of everything for the artists. So the artists only had to tend to their work, right? So they're getting 3 meals, 3 good meals, 3 fresh meals. They're able to chill out inside of the space, and they're able to create whatever is inside of them that needs to get out. This is an inspirational place, but it's a place where you feel grounded. When you walk the grounds, they're not overgrown. When you walk the grounds, you feel connected to the gardens, to the plants, to the dogs running around, the sheep, the goat, the cows, the chickens. It just feels like like eating, man. It feels like this is the way it's supposed to be. So if you're down to connect with that kind of stuff, this is the place for you. Just thought I'd get out here and show you guys what this farm looks like at first light. It's beautiful. Let's check it out. Good morning. all your, where all your, there you go, there you go, there you go. Right. Where are your people at? Well, we ain't kicking no kisses this morning, homie. Pretty spectacular, right? Let me see if I can get my wife out here.
Hey guys, we just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to all of those who watch, comment, like, and share our videos. We really appreciate your support.
Yeah, for real. I want to send a special thank you to those who have purchased a coffee for us and to our Patreons. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're allowing us to really document Mexico and beyond, so thank you.
And if you're considering supporting us in that way, please head to the links in our description. You can buy us a coffee, or you can sign up to become a patron, and you'll get some access to some behind the scenes activities that we get into.
We'll show you what really goes down back here. So that's what's up. We just wanted to take a pause for the cause to say thank you. So
thank you.
Well, what do we have here? Warm, homemade, delicious biscuits. Somebody's been pinching off of them. I don't know who it was, but it wasn't me. Cover your eyes. Oh, but a piece has fallen to the table. Oh, it's good.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias, muchachos. How y'all doing out there?
You guys, I'm just getting up. Got my coffee. Rondel's been up for several hours already.
Oh, they know. I hope you guys are doing well. We just wanted to check in with you guys officially as a couple together. How was your night?
It was great.
Yeah,
I slept well.
She slept well. It was a comfortable bed.
Yeah. The room doesn't have a fan, right? And there's no AC, but
you don't need one.
You don't need it at all. Like, we just had the windows open, and it gets really cool at night, so it was really comfortable.
For me, it's a very comfortable morning right here too. We sit in a valley, and of course the mornings are, man, almost brisk, right? Cool, relaxing, nice breeze flowing through. But it's a good day over here. It's a really good day. Just want to chop it up with you a little bit.
Yeah.
I was saying that this is a good place to come to disconnect from real life, but
yeah,
isn't this like real life? Like, isn't that other stuff synthetic, right?
It depends. Like, it's been our real life for like the past, I don't know, 18 hours or something like that, right? And it's just so relaxing. I would love for this to be real life for us. Interesting.
Like having your feet on the ground, being surrounded by living things, not plugged into a steady flow of information. I think that this is like they would call a throwback to a time more simple, or simpler things, you know what I mean?
We just had a really wonderful kind of continental style breakfast.
For real.
I mean, when you wake up and walk out of your room, head to the kitchen, and you see a bowl of...
I'm sorry, them biscuits hit me first. I was like, what is that? Whoa.
Okay. Fresh biscuits, a bowl of fresh fruit,
some granola,
a huge jar of granola, fresh homemade yogurt, tamarindo jam made on the farm, milk and sugar for your coffee. Like, it was honey. Everything was just set up to have a wonderful, healthy breakfast first thing in the morning.
So that's what's up. So come with us as we check out these grounds, you guys, see what they look like in the morning.
You guys, this was the most relaxing 24 hours we've had in a while.
We had a good time, man. Who would have known, guys? Rural Mexico.
We had a good time out here, and we're probably gonna be out here again.
No
It was just
doubt.
a really nice place.
And we made some new friends, man. So you know what? Kudos to Anima Casa Rural.
All of their contact information is going to be in the description box, so head down there if you're interested in checking them out yourselves. My name is April.
My name is Rondel.
And we'll see you
We outta
next
here
time.
now.
When I return from my skin and bone,